This is something that I don't think they will ever get through their head. The more people that oppose them, the more they dig their heels in.
Absolutely. I mean, remember, I was called a populist before the Tea Party was even a twinkle in the eye. I've been doing this now for decades. I was a lone voice in the European Parliament back in the 1990s. And by the time 2020 came, in my final speech to the European Parliament, I said, it's funny, isn't it? But populism is becoming very popular. And they didn't enjoy that very much at all. Amazing. We saw the Danes vote in a referendum against the European Treaty, be told, vote again. We saw the Irish twice vote against European treaties to be told, vote again. Democracy only works for the globalists if they can control it and if they accept the outcome. And if they don't, you've got it wrong and you will simply have to vote again. And you know, populism is used as a pejorative term. I embrace it. Let's be happy with being populist. You showed earlier the dictionary definition of what it is. If it's standing up, and here's the key. In that definition you gave earlier, here's the key. Common people. Now, the university-educated, white, upper-middle-class types, there's one thing they loathe. Common people. Yeah. It's a form of snobbery. It's a form of intellectual arrogance. It's a form of control. And I think those scenes that you showed from New Jersey at the weekend tell me there is a populist revolution now going on in America. Yeah. Absolutely astonishing, extraordinary. And Trump is going to storm back to the White House. Yeah. Populism is going to have its way. The globalist institutions, be it the United Nations, the ghastly World Health Organization, the European Union, they're going to have their comeuppance because ordinary folk have realized the sheer talking down to, the belief that we know what's good for you, you dreadful little people. No, populism is a good thing, and I want to be called a populist.
Well, and that's the thing, sir, is like you said, we actually have that speech that you gave because people wanted their autonomy back. Roll this.
There's an historic battle going on now across the West, in Europe, America, and elsewhere. It is globalism against populism. And you may loathe populism, but I tell you a funny thing, it's becoming very popular.
Never said better, sir.
Well, I wasn't wrong, was I? And that was a joyous moment for me because, you know, after 47 years, we left the globalist structure, and I was very proud to be the leader of that movement. But that needs to be the beginning, not the end, of reclaiming what is right and proper. And you know what? With all its imperfections, the nation state, where we have a shared identity, we like the same sports, we have so many things in common, and in extremis, we would put on military uniform to defend our nation because our nation is an extension of our family, of our community, if you really think about it. Yeah. And the populists are the ones that defend those things. The globalists want to destroy everything and put us under a new form of quasi-communist control backed up by half a dozen big social media companies. And I just think, Carl, for the first time ever, that there's now, across the entirety of the West, the scales are falling from the eyes. People are waking up to what is being done to them, and they want to reclaim their rights as individuals to determine their own future. I'm actually feeling, despite how awful things look, I'm actually feeling quite optimistic. Populism is on the march.
Yeah, well, and sorry, I got about 30 seconds left. People have been, they used to be able to contain this when they controlled everything, but now with the advent of social media, you have Elon Musk opening up the airwaves. You have people like yourself speaking truth to power out there. You can no longer just lie to people, and they don't believe they won't believe you anymore.
No, obviously Musk is an absolute hero. There are other social media platforms too that are giving a bit more freedom. The worst of a lot are Meta. I mean, Zuckerberg, his role in crushing democracy is awful, and in the end, his company will fail. But also, remember, there's something called word of mouth. People meet in communities, in families and elsewhere, and they spread the message too. No, we are coming back, believe you me. 2016, with Brexit and Trump, was just the beginning.
I'm with you, sir. All right, Nigel Farage, appreciate you joining us as always, sir.